maybe over all of esports, where they can have a generalized rule list, and then maybe make specific rules for the games who can apply to be under this governing body, so then they can have specific set of rules as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there definitely should be. One thing I would like to see in esports is more lands, so cheating becomes harder.
Yeah,
and also it removes the server stability and your own internet connection from the equation. Then you're seeing
latency on everything.
Yeah, so you're seeing the best players playing with no ping and being able to pull off like ridiculous combos and stuff like that because of what the lack of latency gives them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think.
Good stuff.
Indeed.
All right, so next topic.
Number 9.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Yeah. Number 9, Mortal Kombat, where all previous characters ever in the universe are finally put into a single game.
I'm sure Will can get behind that.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, I have
be awesome.
no issue with that. In fighting
Okay,
games,
but-
the more
no
characters,
issue
the
whatsoever.
better. Yeah.
Yep.
Kano.
Maybe harder to balance, but no, it'd be good.
I'm sure it'll be fine. We
Go,
can come up with
Steve.
something.
A real
Speaking
good
of fighting games, number 8 is a quality 6-button joystick capable of being used on a console to play fighting games the way they were meant to be played.
Not at all.
I'd say that already is out there. I have
Yeah, so would I.
a Mad Catz
Well,
TE stick.
There you go.
And mine works on PlayStation 3 and PC. My buddy has David. He bought, I forget what the company is, but it's a much better quality than mine, and it works Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. So those are already out there. You just got to look at the right place. If you watch like the Capcom Cup streams or Evo streaming live on Twitch, or if you turn into Wednesday Night Fights, you'll see ads for the good companies and the good joystick producers. So they're out there. You just got to do your research.
Yep, agreed.
All right. Number 7, which I'm surprised this isn't number 3, but number 7, Half-Life 3 confirmed. Okay, so no news on Half-Life 3, but that's a title I can get behind.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Confirmed.
Well, you know what? Valve is going to have some news to talk about. The Source Engine 2, or the Source 2 engine, it's got to be nearing completion, so I would imagine that Valve would be looking to release a new title on that brand new engine, and what better title than Half-Life 3?
Agreed.
Whether it's coming
Confirmed.
or not sure.
Anything that's better than Half-Life.
You heard it here, 83rd.
Yeah, sure.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
All right, then. Well, number 6 is more time on NSG so I can voice my needed opinion even when I disagree with Total Crumpet. So.
All right. All right.
I really love
that's not
that
gonna-
nickname for you.
That's not going to happen. Fucking WoW player.
No, actually, we should have him on as a guest sometime, especially if he calls you Total Crumpet.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 5, and I'm sad this isn't number 4. Come on, dude. I know you said no specific order, but make a specific order. All right. Number 5 would be Fallout 4. Okay, so probably a late 2015 title, but I feel it coming in the air tonight. Like I know when winter is coming because it's snowing. I'm adding a lot of these in here myself. Also, Fallout 4 will be set in Boston. Just saying. No, it'll be set not in Boston.
Why would it be set in Boston?
Well, I
what-
believe...
Gold there.
What the fuck's in Boston?
Hold on, I believe
Snow.
actually
Snow.
following like New Vegas when people were still talking about Fallout because it was relevant. Mac. The talk was the next Fallout was going to take place in Boston.
I've heard it's going to take place in the Midwest.
No, dude.
Dorothy?
I'd like
not in
I'd
Kansas
like one
anymore,
I'd like one in Washington.
They can't.
Called
Fuck.
Cascade
Get
Wasteland.
the fuck off the
Awesome.
West Coast.
Is that right? Was
enough with the
Dorothy
West Coast.
in the Midwest?
What,
Yeah,
Fallout
yeah.
1 and 2 are the only ones that are on the West Coast.
Where's 3
I
take
think
place?
they should have a... I think American game companies need to move further afield and stop making games
Well, no.
fucking
Here's
America.
the thing, though. In the Fallout universe, the Vault Tech was an American company, and they only put vaults in America, and I think there was like maybe one
why
or two
does
in
it have-
Canada.
why-
But technically, Canada was annexed by America, so it was America anyways.
Why can't they not have Vault-Tec in a Fallout game.
Because Vault-Tec is because the thing behind the vaults was they were social
but
experiments,
Mac,
really.
we know that people survived outside of vaults.
We don't know that.
They might have done in
What
other
are you
countries.
talking about? Yes, we do.
Like, they could have.
We know that in America because America's big.
Well, maybe-
England, I mean,
maybe
like, two
that's
nukes
like-
cover the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good
Well,
point.
if you drop 2 nukes on England, pretty much the entire of Europe is not going to exist anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So-
a bit overkill.
Yeah,
You only need the one.
Like, if you drop 2 nukes on England, like, you must have some serious issues with our past.
He must have an ex-girlfriend there.
Maybe you're India, like, or some other
Wow.
country that we probably raped and pillaged and destroyed and gave them society and language. You fucking ingrates,
Yeah, sure, whatever.
fucking
All right.
tea dumping.
What's up with Mr. Fuzzy? Oh, there he goes. He's refocused.
Okay.
All right.
I'll carry us on. So, Legend of Zelda, moving away from Mario as fast as possible. Not a scheduled release, but would love a title that I have good memories of to actually make me want to buy a console. They've teased
Majora's Mask.
the next. Well, yeah, there's the
Tease it.
Majora's Mask
Tease
on
it.
3DS, but they've teased Legend of Open World Legend of Zelda game
Oh, God.
coming to the Wii U.
Let's just
Legend
go
of
watch
Zelda
it.
MMO confirmed.
Let's just go watch it on Netflix.
Zelda?
Yeah, they're making a live-action Zelda game. I thought.
All right,
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking
TV show. I
sucks.
thought I mentioned that before on last week's show.
Yeah, I think you did, but I put it out of my
You,
memory.
yeah,
because
you
it's
didn't
so
like
dumb.
it.
No.
But yeah, I don't give a shit about that. It's a little fucking gimpy guy with a green hat that looks like Robin Hood that's not even as good as Robin Hood. Who saves a fucking princess because it's a fucking Nintendo game, just like Mario, but you don't jump on people's heads and turn them into fucking piranhas inside a little tube. The fucking point? What's the point of Zelda? Fucking rubbish.
No point.
Wow.
Okay,
Sorry,
so yeah, Legend of
Don't put
Zelda
that
game
out,
for
stupid game
making
taste,
people want to buy a
just like
console.
you. Fucking casuals, a lot of you. Fucking ridiculous.
He's mad.
know it.
Total crumpet. The return of LAN party game nights. Since I'm older than most of y'all, I come from a time when we hooked up on PCs on a LAN and gamed Unreal Tournament 2001, Quake, Team Fortress 2 for hours on end. While people have
You
gotten...
can't be that much older if it's 2001.
Yeah, it's
True.
probably like 30
Yeah,
then, though.
yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's not old.
People have gotten busier. The connectivity has made it easier to meet from the comfort of your own home, but I think not a lot of private games, or not a lot of
Not a lot of games actually support
LAN.
Because you've got
people don't
internet.
get together.
Well, you know what? I actually I agree. I kind
I
of
like it.
I would like to see LAN centers in the U.S.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what's another thing I've noticed about this in-home multiplayer privacy gaming sort of thing is I've even noticed this on a lot of console games. It used to be like 4-player split screen, and a lot of
Yeah,
them I
they
see
don't
now
even do
are
that
like
anymore.
2-player at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know,
real
like,
shame.
sucks.
It's like
Because everything's
Yeah.
gone on to online play.
No, I don't disagree, but I still think like there is a space for like, oh, I'm going to invite my buddies over. We're going to drink and we're going to play 4-player split screen insert game here. Like that should still be a
No.
thing.
Well, now it's just 8-player and Super
Bring your
Smash Bros.
PC.
yeah. Well, yeah. Nintendo's still keeping
Yeah.
the split screen up
Yeah.
because you got like Mario Party,
Yeah.
and you've got like Super Smash, where you're up to 8 people.
Smash.
And you got timers,
Let's
shut
not
the hell
let's
up,
not
stop
use any
whining.
Nintendo game in any sort of
Reference ever.
reference to anything being
Oh, come on,
newsworthy.
we can talk about Smash.
Because
Yeah.
let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
roll
Let
up
me
to
smash.
this week's releases. Kirby and the Rainbow fucking Curse. Like, let's not talk
Dude, I know you're
about
picking it up.
let's not talk about any
Yeah.
fucking bringing it to the hardcore fans. When
Dude, that
every-
Rainbow Curse is fucking
Every
beast.
single game that is based on some sort of blown up fucking condom in a pixelated, colourful world.
Oh,
Like,
speaking of things, I was on Maury's Steam wish list
Oh, great.
yesterday, and he has Watch Dogs on there.
Maury!
that was before it was released, and I'm too lazy to remove it.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I've got. Let me check my Steam. You carry on.
No.
All right.
All
You
right,
got
number
Tomb
2.
Raider on there.
Even
Oh,
though it
You
that's
got
a
like
good
some
game.
Sniper Elite games on there.
Backwards
Oh, yeah,
compatibility. What the fuck? Why would I not want to be
Yeah.
able to play my previous games on the current console? It's unfathomable why people don't expect more from the consoles, and a main reason I don't buy a console on launch. And I would agree that backwards compatibility is an issue, especially for people that like spent all that money on like games that you only can buy on the Xbox Store or PSN.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe we're seeing a future where backwards compatibility will be a thing because the architecture has changed, so they've gone to x86, so they're basically even more just like a PC now, so hopefully like the PS5 will be able to play PS4 games, and if they give you some bullshit reason why it can't, they're lying through their teeth.
Hey, I'm with Tony here. Backwards compatibility is ridiculously easy to accomplish today. We have virtualization of computer-based hardware. So if you want your system to act like it's a Power PC, you can do that via virtualization. So backwards compatibility.
So would it play discs that way then?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
what you're talking about is
the disc.
PlayStation is doing this now. So, PlayStation is doing this now with PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, and you could do it with Xbox One.
Right.
It's already running a virtual environment for its system. So it's just saying, hey, let's run a virtual Xbox environment. So it's got a fake, like it's an old Celeron PC. Big whoop. Oh, it's got a fake, like it's an ATI graphics card from 1990. Big whoop. That's things that you can accomplish today with virtualization. You already have a drive. You can read the disks. It should be a done deal. I'm with him on this one. This is sad that they don't do it.
I'm actually not against backward compatibility, even though I would. That's sort of the console's fault, but I wish they would just make better consoles that run better games rather than going backwards. But they should, like, have the basic interface to be able to run older games.
Right. If you've already, I get what you're saying because you're saying like, don't go back. Like you want them to go forward. But if you've already bought the game, they should at least let you keep playing it.
Keep playing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, or they should implement something, because everything's online now, there should be somewhere where you can, where the game's held in a cloud and you just put in some kind of...
That's PlayStation Now.
Something. But not an Xbox, so...
Well, no, but but that's because Xbox as a platform in a whole didn't have the streaming tech, but now with Windows 10, who knows? We might see something like that.
As we move forward, that every single PlayStation game or every single Xbox game that's ever been out should be available on this cloud, and you just need to put some kind of code that's maybe on your
the UPC
instruction manual or something like that, where you can just activate it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just have it assigned to your account.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Steam.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right.
Like Steam.
All right then. So we're all agreement on backwards compatibility then.
Yes,
yeah. Although if you want to go back and play PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation excuse games, I'll say you should have bothered because they look fucking horrible.
No.
I still think that Final Fantasy VII, why being one of the best games ever,
looks like
shit because it's so square.
Yeah.
And every other game that came out on PlayStation 1 looks square, so... I
agree.
I think
wasn't that the thing with PlayStation is for a long time they used like more square polygons or something like that?
Going backwards...
Remember PlayStation 2 things were really like...
I'd much rather play like a Mega Drive game or an Atari game, just because while it looks dated, it still looks better than a PlayStation 1 game.
I actually feel the same. Like I'd rather, instead of playing a PlayStation
those
game,
flat
I'd rather
pixels
play an SNES
better.
Or an NES.
Yeah, those flat pixels, they just age better just because it's like, that's how this is supposed to look. It's not trying to be anything more than it is.
Yeah, whereas PlayStation 1 was trying to be next generation type thing,
right.
And it just looks shit.
So, moral of this
it
story,
paved the way for what we're going to now, so I guess it served its purpose, but...
Well, no, I mean, it was good at the time.
Now.
It was good at the time and stuff,
right.
But still, like, it's a lot...
Yeah, I like to keep it in my memory better than going back and playing it and being like, oh, man, this is horrible.
Exactly Square Enix, where's my Final Fantasy VII HD remake, you fucks? This should be a thing.
No, make something new.
All right, let's go to number 1.
All right, number 1. Good updated content for good games. GTA 5 was the first GTA I actually finished. for what they made on the game. It's sad that they can't/won't develop any campaign material, just a top 10. Oh, wait. Any campaign material. So, better DLC.
No.
Yeah.
No DLC at all. Give us a full game that's going to last us, and give it replayability. Don't.
Okay, so
Well, I don't know.
okay, so what about single player? No single player DLC, but what about multiplayer DLC? Like, let's say like the games come out, but then the developers are like, these maps are getting kind of stale. These people are playing the same maps over and over again. How about we make some new ones and then we can put that out?
Are they then
Yeah.
going to 6 months down the road charge me another $60 for just another 5 new maps? And
Well, I mean, that they
polish it, get a
reasonably
new
price
game?
it. That hopefully not $60. But
Well, no.
what
What I'm saying is, like,
is
Call of Duty does its launch DLC and then launch on a yearly. Like, honestly, me personally, I don't buy DLC for anything. Like, single player, multiplayer, fuck it, I don't buy it because if it's Call of Duty, if the maps are getting stale, I'll wait till the next one comes out. Like, it'll
yeah,
be
well,
next
Call of Duty,
year,
that's not that big of a deal. But there's some other stuff too. I mean, like, well, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like think of
I bought Legendary Skyrim. I never played it from launch, but I can't imagine playing Skyrim without Dawn Guard or like Solstheim.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's what I bought DLC for Skyrim.
Skyrim.
For
Yeah.
Skyrim.
I bought DLC for Skyrim. I bought DLC for Oblivion. I got DLC for Morrowind
I
got all the DLC for
Game of the
Fallout.
Years for those.
3 and
I bought
Well, see,
I bought the
I got
DLC
Oblivion
for
when it first came out, like, because I was able to buy it even though I was only in like the 7th grade because I was like, I was 13. I was able to buy it because when it first came out, it was rated T for teen. And then, like, I think a few months afterwards, they changed it to M. So I got it like in that small window where you could.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I got that. That game was amazing when I first got it. It's like nothing can ever live up to it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have, like, it would have been nice even now for like something new in Skyrim or, newer DLC that brings new freshness to the game is good, and not something that's like a Order 1866 version of content.
Yeah.
Like, I would want almost
$20 new DLC. You get 3 more hours of cutscenes.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because then there comes to a point where if they give you 3 days worth of content, you're saying, why don't you just spend that money on make a brand new game and just make it run on a new engine and stuff? So,
Yeah.
like, if they're giving you that much content, I don't know, I'm torn. While it's great where you can just keep paying $15, say, just to keep upgrading Skyrim, like, there comes a point where you just say, why don't you just make Elder Scrolls 6, or why don't you just make Fallout 4? So, I mean, the good thing about, at least let's talk about, like, Bethesda games, is that the modding community does that anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Unless playing on console, but I think I've spoken about it before.
Yeah,
with other
add that to the
stuff.
list. Moddable console games.
Moddable consoles would be awesome if they just added it into kind of the PlayStation Store or something where you could download content. Would be amazing.
Like Steam.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes,
Steam's done it.
exactly like Steam, but put on where you can
PSN or Xbox Live stores.
integrated customer content, obviously, which would have to be made from PCs and stuff still. But I think that's something that should be made is console modding of games. I really think that's,
even if
something
it was just
that-
like the most popular and well-made mods for the PC versions that people
fine.
from like Xbox or PlayStation be like, hey, can we do something to bring this over this way?
That's another thing, like the consoles now, we'd say, they're not as good as PCs, but they still have good specs. So you should
architecture,
you should be able to add in, high-res texture packs and things like that to the consoles. I'm sure that would work on consoles as well, being able to improve graphical fidelity, because they should be able to handle it. Because game developers are thinking about the entire game. Maybe they haven't.
You could
got
probably
any
do
big
like
stuff.
Skyrim and then the Amidian Born 2K texture packs that came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could do new Elder Scrolls plus. They'll probably come out with like 4K texture packs or something by the time of that's release. But I don't know if that will be doable. You could definitely do Skyrim and then the Amidian Born quality of textures that were brought in. I definitely agree. But to close out this letter, he says, I used to be a gamer like you until I took a gaping axe wound to the knee.
That was. Didn't I mention gaping?
Yes,
Actually?
of course you did.
Okay.
Who else
So
would?
he took a vagina to the knee. Interesting.
So,
I'm not sure what it says about your family. I guess he goes to strip bars very often.
so that's from Tankadin Elia, a.k.a.
How can you not know his
from
name? It's your brother.
It's his wild
Elia,
character. I don't
Elia.
fucking know. Anyway, I also want to...
with your brother.
Shut up, you. I also want to quickly shout out Truth, Zeka, YT, Ozred, and Dog for the Pimp for following the channel. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We've definitely been seeing a bit more love in the chat room since we started back to Twitch. So that's
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yes. And if you want to
Remember,
join us, you faithful audio-only listeners, you can join us usually on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. But if you tune in and we're not there, odds are it's going to be on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/NoSHTGaming.
If we're not there Monday, just check the Boston weather, and then the chances are when it gets better, we will record it.
Yeah. You can also reach us on Twitter. You can hit up the show at NoSHTGaming. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at JSupa508. MoreQ is at MoreQ of Tamriel. That's MoRicuFTAMRIEL. Macardia is at Macardia has a cute butt. That's MAKARDIA. And Will is at Sovrun. That's SOVRUN. If you can't fit it into 140 characters, you can shoot us an email, noshtgaming@gmail.com. And you can also check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com, noshtgaming channel. It's time to say goodbye, guys.
Don't forget to send Will
Bye,
well
guys.
wishes on his 50th birthday.
Yes,
He'll
thank
greatly
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you
And
for
again,
showing up
happy
on your
birthday, brother. It's been a good 22 episodes, and your age is starting to show.
I know. It is.
I see a little gray hair in the luchador mask.
Oh,
Yes.
A
boy.
lot of gray hair in the
It's because of the tear. He must be
Yeah.
tearing up.
It's a tear. It's a tear.
Aw.
Oh, this is bringing a tear to my eye.
All right, guys.
Your Jap's eye.
See you in episode 23.
Woohoo!